Alright, we are back with the Radiance. Alright, let's get into it. I am hesitant to spoil this pleasant moment between us, but something has been bothering me. Last week in class, what about it? He kind of called me out in front of everyone. There's a loaded pause. I wonder if he does understand where I'm getting at, or if he's waiting for me to elaborate. You think I was too hard on you? I guess I just felt it was a little unfair. You knew what happened the night before, why I was late. Miss Adonis, when I am in charge of the classroom, I am no longer Arian, your private tutor. I am Mr. Felius, headmaster's assistant. There are certain obligations I must uphold, and I must be an example. There you go again, with all the obligation talk. It is simply a fact. Do you not believe in obligations? Not when it changes who you are. Arian falls silent, and I wonder if I made a mistake bringing it up. Look, forget it. What's done is done. I just wanted to... You're right, Miss Adonis. I am? I should not have let my obligations change my fundamental being. That is not who I wish to be. Now it's my turn to fall silent. I think he actually just admitted he was wrong. I attempted to blurt out, and I told you so, but that would be ill-advised. So I just stare into my coffee cup, trying to hide the smile forming on my lips. I am feeling much better now. I thank you for your visit today. You're welcome. I'm afraid I do not know when this illness will cease, so I'm sorry we could not have our final lesson. That's okay. You need time to rest. Don't you dare try to get out of bed. You are very bossy, Miss Adonis. I learned from the best. He gives me an exasperated look, but his eyes are smiling. Well, you're correct about that one. I am the best us mere people have to be. Oh my god, did you just make a joke? Super serious Arian, make a joke? I'm telling Sarenville Seer. Don't you dare, Miss Adonis. I have a reputation to protect. And he does it again, ladies and gentlemen. I never knew you had it in you. Now I think it's time for you to leave. Oh, come on. We were just starting to have fun. I laughed, but I probably do need to go. Despite our banter, I can tell he's looking tired again. Fine, I'll let you sleep. You are going to sleep, aren't you? You don't plan on getting up, I don't know, work on some important papers or something as soon as I'm gone? No, I plan to sleep. Good, I'll see you around, Arian. Good night, Miss Adonis. Ooh, we in a moment. With an unexpected free evening, I decided to take a stroll around the spring courtyard. Oops, whoops, didn't mean to click that. I don't spend as much time here as in the autumn courtyard, mostly because it's farther away from my dorm, but it's particularly peaceful here in the evening. Who's that? I peek around the bush near the source of the sound and nearly jump out of my skin when an animal leaps out from the shrubbery and onto the path in front of me. Ah! It's a fox, but it looks different than any fox I've ever seen. It stares at me with wide, knowing eyes. Kai, is that you? The fox does not respond. Instead, it turns and trots off down the path leading out of the courtyard. When I don't follow, it stops and looks back at me. Oh, you want me to follow? In response, the fox continues to trot down the path. Okay, I'm coming. I follow the fox as it leads me towards the forest surrounding the school. I've been to various parts of this forest, but I'm not keen on going very deep into an ominous depths. Luckily, we stop when we reach a small clearing not too far from the forest entrance. The fox stops, sits, and blinks at me expectantly. Why did you bring me here? The fox makes a sort of chittering sound and darts into the trees. Wait, don't leave me here. I look around uselessly, trying to determine the direction the fox disappeared. It's no use. It was too fast. How am I going to find my way out of here? Don't freak out, Oracle. It's just me. Kai, what the hell? Where'd you come from? Was that fox you? Whoa, easy. One thing at a time. Yes, the fox was me. Is me. I had to be discreet as I'm not supposed to be leaving campus right now. So why are you leaving campus? I feel all cooped up if I stay indoors too long. It's not right keeping a kitsune inside for days at a time. And this just happens to be my favorite spot in the forest. Is that why you brought me here? Well, I was on my way here and I saw you and thought to myself, you know who might enjoy this peaceful spot as much as you do, your friend Nori. So I decided to take you along. A smile creeps across my face. I can't help it. It's hard to stay mad at Kai when he's so full of innocence and joy. So you come here a lot? You bet. I discovered this place on my second week here. It's just far enough off the beaten path that no one ever comes here, but not far enough to get me in trouble. Speaking of trouble... Oh no, here it comes. I'm not gonna scold you, I just want to know what happened. I guess there's no harm in telling you. With the way gossip spreads in this place, you're likely to find out sooner or later. Okay, so spit out. Why'd you get suspended? I may have been caught breaking into the headmaster's personal storeroom. What? Listen, I know it sounds bad, but I really just wanted some information. What sort of information is so important that you need to break into a storeroom? It's kind of a long story. I've got time. Have you heard anything about the beast sightings in these woods? What? No, what kind of beast? Well, beasts are not uncommon in any forest, but I'm interested in a particular beast that's been spotted in this area. A dire bear. It's kind of like a normal bear, but much, much larger. Why are you so interested in a giant bear? Who wouldn't be interested in a giant bear? But this bear is special. He's one of a kind. Okay, but why do you need files to find this special bear? Everything that goes on in this place gets recorded. I've heard rumors that the bear was spotted in the forest, but I wanted details, dates, locations, that sort of thing. And you couldn't just ask? You think they want students wandering around the forest looking for a dangerous beast? I suppose you're right. So did you at least manage to get the info you needed? Not at all, but I was able to confirm that the bear was sighted here recently, so chances are he's still here. What do you plan to do when you find it? You're not planning on hunting it? Of course not. Honestly, I'm not sure what I'm going to do when I find him. I just need to see him. Kai falls silent, and I think I catch a glimpse of something odd in his expression, but he doesn't say anything. Maybe it's just the light. We sit quietly for several moments, simply enjoying the peaceful sound of nature. This place is really nice. I'm glad I found it. But hey, it's a secret, alright? Last thing I need is some meatheads invading my special space. Your secret is safe with me. By the way, yeah? Your fox form. Was it strange seeing it for the first time? No, somehow I knew it was you. Yeah, that's my brilliant aura shining through. But there's something I was wondering. What's that? Where do your clothes go? My clothes? I mean, like when you changed back, you were wearing your clothes. Where did they come from? I don't know, that's just the way it works. I never really thought of it before. It doesn't make sense. Why, Nori? Why would you prefer my clothes to not transfer with me? What? That's not what I said. I admit it would make my transformation much more interesting. Shut up, I didn't mean it that way. It's totally okay. You're welcome to your impure thoughts. I won't judge you. Ugh, I'm leaving. No, don't go. I'm just teasing you, sort of. You're on thin ice, Kitsune. Kai collapses into giggles, and I can't help but join in. Well, we better head back. It's almost curfew, and I'm not even supposed to be out of my room. How do you expect to sneak back in? When Kai doesn't respond, I look back and see him full fox form on display. Oh, right. Well, let's go then. That was easy. Hold on, let me save. Because I'll be damned. There might be background noise. There might be dogs barking. I apologize. I might fuck up a word. I might not know a word. I might mess up a sentence. I stumble. I stutter. I trip. You know, that kind of thing. But anyways, let's get back to the story. I am shocked to find Gray not only in the Azurite class, but actually early. He's seated in the chair I usually sit in, and there's this girl I don't recognize leaning over his desk, laughing about something he's saying. He doesn't look like he minds the attention. My dream from the other night comes from flooding back into my mind, and I suddenly feel uncomfortable. I glance behind me, wondering if I have a chance to bolt for the door before Gray sees me. Too late. His eyes catch mine, and he motions me over to him. Nori, I saved you a seat. He nods his head in the direction of the seat beside me. The girl, clearly irritated at my interruption, gives me a death glare before turning her attention back to Gray. I'll see you after class. Sure, whatever. She moves to the exit the room, bumping into my shoulder as she passes. Gray's girlfriend sure are friendly. Gray clears his throat and pats the seat next to him. Oblivious to the drama he just witnessed, I look around at mostly empty classroom and raise my eyebrow at him. The room was full of empty seats. But this empty seat has been saved for you. I take the seat and notice he hasn't brought any books or supplies with him. I guess his level of commitment to attending class is limited to merely showing up. So, you decided to come to class, huh? And you're already even early. Are you dying? Is this world ending? Blink twice if you're being controlled. So sassy first thing in the morning, aren't we? I glare at him as if to show him exactly how sassy I could be. Anyways, yes, I decided to come to class on my own free will, even. What brought this drastic change? He turns into his seat and faces me fully, and there's a moment of odd silence as his eyes search my face. Actually, it was a dream I had. A dream? There was something about this particular dream, I don't know. It just made me want to spend more time focusing on my abilities. Well, that's good, right? Why does talking about the dream have me so flustered? Sure, it felt like we almost kissed in that dream, but it was just a stupid dream. It's because I wish it was real. Inside, I already know the answer. It's because I enjoyed seeing him in my dreams. Thankfully, he breaks his gaze and turns forward in his chair. Who knows how long this little trend will last, so you better enjoy my company while you still have it. How sweet of you. He leans towards me again and I catch another whiff of his usual spicy sweet scent. I am sweet. Glad you noticed. One might say I'm sweeter than chocolate. I highly doubt that. Chocolate is kind of hard to beat. His grin broadens and he leans back, a look of accomplishment on his face. Challenge accepted. With another eye roll, I turn away from that smirking face and focus on the front of the classroom. Class begins, and I'm surprised to find Gray actually paying attention to the lesson instead of whispering in my ear the entire class. Maybe he really is attempting to take his lessons a bit more seriously. Alright, elective class. Oh girl, we're not reading all that. That's crazy. Oh shit, it's the weekend. I hear the sound of Rilla's voice coming from outside of our room, followed by the sound of something being dragged across the floor. What is this? I hurry to open the door and find Rilla struggling to move a large box, as well as juggle her school books. Let me get that. I pick up the box from the floor and bring it inside. Rilla stumbles in and dumps her precarious pile of books onto her bed with a sigh. What are all those books? Research books from the library. I've got some horrible assignment in numerology due on Monday. And you just started now? What do you expect? I got better things to do than homework. Well, more fun things to do. Rayla turns her attention to the box. Who is that from? I don't know. I thought it was yours. It's addressed to you, silly. I go over to examine the box, and sure enough, my name is written on top of it with a red marker. There's no sender name. Well, open it up. What if it's dangerous? Seriously, what could it possibly be that's dangerous? I don't know, a bomb? Anthrax? A horse head? You are so melodramatic. Just open it. I open the box gingerly, still having a funny feeling about it. Rayla is practically on top of me, peeking over my shoulder with such anticipation. You'd think the box was for her instead. Inside there's a mountain of gray striped tissue paper. I dig through the paper to unearth the contents and find chocolate. Inside is the biggest assortment of chocolate I've seen outside a candy shop. Dark chocolate, milk chocolate, chocolate covered cherries, even some of the fancy truffles. Who would send you a bunch of chocolates? Is there a note? Rayla starts digging in the box herself, but I already know the answer. It's from Gray. Gray? Since when is he sending you gifts? Oh wait. Rayla produces a tiny little note card and reads it over. A look of confusion on her face. She hands the card over to me. It means nothing to me. I look at the little card and 3 words printed in a surprisingly delicate handwriting. For comparison purposes. What's it mean? It means Gray thinks very highly of himself. What are you gonna do with all this? I considered the question. This is obviously a gift, but is it right to keep it? I know if I keep this gift, Gray could assume I welcome his advances. We're gonna keep the gift. It's chocolate. Why wouldn't we keep it? I'm gonna keep it. It's a gift, right? Because who doesn't love chocolate? Only crazy people. You gotta help me eat some of this though. There's enough in here for us to feast for a month. You don't have to ask me twice. Rayla practically dives in the box and produces a chocolate caramel truffle. Gray has good taste. I attempt to hide the smile spreading across my face as I dig into the dark chocolate truffle. Gray has somehow wormed his way into my thoughts, and I'm not sure I mind. That was cute. Alright, and with that, I will catch you guys later. Thank you for listening, and I'll see ya.